Say hi. Yeah. There we go. Man, this would be what I would daily drive if I could, but this thing, $250,000. That's right, Velocity Motors. This is sick. And we are back here with none other than Mario. Welcome back, Mario. We're in, what is this, the
68.
68
yeah.
Fastback Velocity, brand new, $250,000.
Worth every penny.
Now this right here, you know, my dad and I, we're restoring a 68 Mustang, and this is just gonna be a level that we're not gonna hit. My dad and I are doing it on a budget level. What's Velocity?
Velocity is a company out of Florida that restores and really modernizes. Of course, that's been around a long time, but their design is really for someone who wants a daily drive. Their old vintage Bronco, Mustang, Blazer, just real high quality, big attention to detail. You can drive this car every day, one finger steering. That just doesn't happen on old cars. We're not bouncing around, we're not shaking, we're not
feels
vibrating.
planted.
Exactly.
I feel comfortable, I feel safe.
Power windows.
Oh yeah, this is cool. I like that they do this, right? You just lift this up.
It's the front one.
Oh, that would be the door handle.
Yeah.
Just so everyone's clear.
Yeah.
That is,
fall out.
That is, I've fallen out of a car before. I have tried to roll up a window before, hit the door handle, and I fell out of the car.
Sounds
True story.
exciting.
True story. I was 5. Give me a break.
Well, that explains what happened to him.
I was 5. So we kept everything kind of old-fashioned on this, which again is like what my dad and I are going to be doing.
Yeah.
But the shifter, all this stuff, it's new. So this is a new, but is it original body, 68?
This is an original body. The car itself still VIN numbered by 68 Mustang, and it is an original body.
Now you've been sales guy at Mark Motors
since we dug the dirt, yeah.
And then prior to that, what'd you do?
I worked for a gentleman by the name of Red McCombs, worked for Toyota for over, 20 years or so.
Okay.
And was invited to work here just because of my past knowledge with exotics and such.
At Toyota?
Well,
you have a lot of knowledge.
Personal.
Exotics at Toyota.
I own personal exotics myself.
Yes. Mario is, can we tell the people your car history?
Oh,
do we want to tell them that you crashed a 360?
I did, yeah. 2 a.m.
Wasn't drunk, wasn't anything like that. Just a late night, got some tacos, got some burgers. Burgers, and put the 360 into a pull.
Little pull.
A little pull.
Just did a lot of damage.
He had an F430. He is Italian as well. His dad restored Italians. He restored Ferraris. Yeah. Now, you've been a sales guy forever. How do you help people? I mean, some people just want to buy dumb cars for giggles, and they don't care about depreciation, right? Like, that's just, if you got it, great. I'm happy for you. I wish I could do that. But there's other cars that are smart buys.
Sure.
But it's impossible to predict the market. So how do you help people through that?
It is. I mean, you can buy within a certain budget of, buy the best you can in a budget that you hold to yourself. You've got to talk to the person and just say, hey, what are you looking for? What's going to make you happy? If you're not going to buy the car that's going to make you happy, wait. And then you buy the right one, because then you'll end up trading, and that's when it hurts.
Right.
So it's case by case, but there's always the right car for the right person at that right budget. Every car is going to cost you money. There's no way around that. There has to be you got to be okay with that to some point.
Look at this, folks. He's got the garage opener to the vault. That's super cool. For those that are younger, right, this is what windows used to look like.
Yeah.
You actually had to like spin them. And that's what Velocity did. They incorporated all the classic stuff, but they added the modern technology. And this is cool. You know what? To be Mario, you just leave the car in the middle. You don't even have to put your toys away. Someone else puts your toys away for you.
That's the way to do it, isn't it?
Man, seniority is nice, huh?
Just being old.
This right here, this is the definition of the man. He's Italian.
Yeah.
He's had Ferraris, but let's note, what does he have now? This is his own personal car.
It is.
He's got the Viper, baby, the classic. This holds its value. It's the blue with the white stripe. This is a smart buy because it's incredible, it's amazing, and again, you're not gonna get dinged with depreciation. You actually, potentially, in theory, this could go up in value.
We're hoping.
Yeah.
I mean, if it stays steady, we're good.
If it stays, yes. If it stays steady, it's always a win with cars. But in theory, it could go up even more.
Sure.
You all may recall that I had a Viper. It was a yellow. It was a Gen 2. It was a convertible, and it was too small for me, so I had to sell it. Oh yeah, baby, right there. That's where it's at. All right. You know what? I gotta say, this is a lot nicer than my Gen 2 that I had, even though this is 5 years older. How long have you had this?
I bought it last year.
Wow. You bought it from like someone that really took care of it.
Yeah, I owned it 20 plus years.
Wow. Now, Mario is a car salesman, right? But he doesn't get commission, and he has cars himself, right? He has taste, and so that's why it's great to work with him, because he understands the emotions, the passions, the thought process, the whole conundrum of, do I buy this, do I buy that, when do I buy it, how many cars should someone have?
As many as you can afford, I suppose.
Yes, that is the correct answer. Dude, this thing sounds good. It runs good. Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
Everything's stock, 100% stock?
Just headers and exhaust. Other
Headers
than that,
and
everything's
exhaust.
off.
Yeah, drives firm, suspension is solid. Not a lot of creaks and squeaks and so forth. How many old Vipers do you see a day? Or
Very rarely, actually.
how many Huracans do you see?
I could see quite a few actually every day. On the weekends here, you see a bunch.
What's the movie Gone in 60 Seconds, Nicolas Cage?
Oh yeah,
Why is Eleanor special? Yeah, because you don't see him.
that's right.
Mario's got taste. He's sophisticated. He's had Ferraris. He's had them all. But he understands the Vipers, the classics.
There's a car for every mood, for sure.
Yes. Now, help the folks here as a sales guy. What's the biggest mistake you see people make?
Oh man, bite off more than they can chew on a car.
Okay, classic.
That's a big one. Or, you know, they think they want something and then they wait. They buy something that they didn't want, and then they end up trading back to buy the car they really wanted. It ends up costing them more money. Being careful on your purchase is a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, and just taking a second, not rushing. That's so important.
Now, as a sales guy at Mark Motors, negotiations.
Mm-hmm.
What's your advice to people to negotiate a good price? There is a balance. There's an art.
There is a balance, and negotiations are tough nowadays. I mean, everything's online. You know, price sells cars, and everything else comes, you know, second and third. Having a correctly priced car, good option car, when someone's calling, they know what they're calling about.
Yeah.
But if you see a well-priced car, you just make sure it's the right car. And, you know, if they help you with shipping or help you here and there, you'll know when they're straightforward and they want to assist you in putting a car deal together. Especially if it's the first time you're doing business with them, they should do everything in their power to make sure it's a comfortable transaction, because the second, third, and fourth is just the best. And it's just kind of how it is. You'll know if it's the right person. Don't give people your money if they're going to make your process difficult. It should be a joy to buy something. The dealership takes a lot of risks in having the car there. You know, you're paying people to clean them, service them, get them right. There has to be a happy medium between the two.
Yep.
And if you can find a place that does that right, it prices it well, it gives you a good car, it ships it to you, they call and make sure you're okay. Those are the things that are hard to find. There are good dealerships around the country that do that. You just have to find that particular dealership and hang on to them. And if you got one person that's a good person to talk to and they're good to you, you keep their number, you check with them every once in a while, and make sure you tell them what you're looking for, and they'll call you when something comes in. You'll be the first call.
And that's actually an interesting point too, because a lot of people will shop online and they'll just look for the car themselves, but you can call, like, in a year, if I'm looking for a specific car, say a GT3 RS or an Audi R8 or a Velocity Mustang, I just call you and say, hey, I don't see that you have any in stock, but I'm looking for one, and you help me find one.
That happens a lot.
Right, one punch. Give me a punch. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. This is cool. I might need to get a Viper.
Dude, I love this car.
It's incredible. All right, look at this little handle. All right. Yeah. Folks, I gotta say, I have spent a day here. I can't say thank you enough to Mark Motors, to Mario. I mean, it's going on 8 years now, and who knows what I'll be buying in 8 years. Check Mark Motors out below. Appreciate them. Appreciate all of you. This was a different video, right? We're just two guys talking. That's what we're doing. I hope you found some of the information useful. If you did, comment below. If you got questions, comment below. Wish you nothing but the best of luck. Peace to them, peace to you. Bye.